Hey guys, today I have a huge haul to share with you, and it's going to be my last for a while. I am cutting myself off and stripping my beauty budget right back down. So, I'm just going to jump into it because it's a lot of stuff. So I'm going to start with hair care. First thing I got was the L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil in Cream Nourishing Leave-In Cream. I got the one for all hair types, but I think as my hair grows longer, because it is starting to get back to where it was now, as it gets longer I will probably swap to the one for dry hair. I freaking love this stuff. I got it at this, I purchased most of this at the beginning of August, and then a few other things trickled in throughout the month. But I've used about a quarter of this tube so far this month. I freaking love it. I will probably repurchase this for a long time. It's really nice. It's sort of I don't know if you can even see it. Oh crap. Let's salvage it and put it in my hair. So you just take like a little bit, like if you were just using it as sort of a finishing gloss after, like, say curling your hair, you'd use about that much, and you'd just sort of finger it through your hair. I tend to use it like that, or I'll use it sort of when I go to brush my hair in the morning. I will use about a grape size amount of the cream and put it all over it, and then brush my hair through, and it's just beautiful, glossy, really smooth and soft, and it's a joy. It's a joy to have. But at the same time, L'Oreal was on 3 for 2, so I picked up a couple of other things. I picked up the Full Restore 5 Damage Rescue Cica cream. It's kind of like got it's got a thing called Cicamide, which, or Kicamide, or Sesamide. I do not know. I've never freaking heard of it before, but it has keratin in it. So I believe this is just like a keratin treatment. And you're supposed to put it through your hair when it's damp, just sort of as a leave-in treatment, and it will help protect your hair from breakage. So yeah, I'm liking that. Anything that's going to stop my hair from breaking, because I want to grow it like butt long. I want it so long I can sit on it again. And I also picked up a bottle of the Full Restore 5 shampoo because, what are you doing, cat? There is a cat mountaineering behind you. He's fine. But I used to have a bottle of this shampoo. I just recently finished it up and I really like it, so I picked up a new one, and I bought the big size because why not? Just get the big size and you don't have to buy it for ages. It's good. It's cool. Lastly, in hair care, the Garnier masks were, I think it was like 3 for £6. So they were £2 a pop. Awesome, right? So I just picked up 3 of the coconut oil and cocoa butter formula. These are amazing. I use them every time I wash my hair. About a tube lasts me, well, because I have shorter hair at the moment, it lasts me like 2 to 3 months, but when my hair gets longer, like if it's boob length, a tube of this would only last me a month, because, you know, you go through more. And it's amazing. And as I've said before, my hair gets tangled really quickly. It's like I have oily hair, but it has a really coarse texture, really wiry. Even when I don't dye it or bleach it or anything, it's just always been prone to tangles and knots, even when I was really young. So normal conditioner, you have to go through tons of it to get my hair soft. So I just skip regular conditioner and I pretty much only use masks. I do have one body care item, and this is the Norwegian formula body oil. It's a sesame seed oil. It's from Neutrogena. I haven't actually tried it yet. I've been wanting to try this for ages. This is like a proper shower oil, I think. No, it's not a proper shower oil. But it is like a moisturizing thing, you know, like the Palmer's cocoa butter. But I've always wanted to try this, but it's always super freaking expensive, and Every time it's on offer, it's always sold out, and I just happened to be there when it was on offer and they had it, so I picked it up to give it a try. I hope it's amazing to justify how much it usually costs, but if not, I will just go back to the Palmer's cocoa oil, you know what I mean. If it's not super freaking amazing, I'll just go back to the Palmer's oil. On to some skincare bits and bobs. I stocked up on the Garnier Micellar water. I've been really kind of getting into the habit of using micellar water again, like removing my eye makeup before I go and wash my face, and I really enjoy it. It's an odd thing to enjoy, but it's a nice addition to my evening ritual, so I picked up 2 more bottles because I think it was like 2 for £4, which was an awesome deal. I also picked up 4 tubes of my moisturizer. I use the Daily Essentials Light Moisturizing Cream for normal to combination skin from Nivea, and these were 2 for £5, so I just picked up 4 packs. I go through roughly a tube a month, so I don't, this is the kind of thing where if it's on offer I will just buy whatever is on the shelf. If they had more, I would have picked up more because I know it's something that I'm going to use. So yeah, I don't need to buy moisturizer till next year now, which is awesome. And if you remember in last month's haul, I will link it in the info box if you want to check it out. I bought the Botanics the Botanics Cleansing Foam Wash All Bright with brightening hibiscus. And I said, you know, I tried it and I wasn't too sure about it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like amazing. I take that back. This stuff is like the bomb. So I went back and bought 2 more bottles because I'm almost out of the one that I bought in July. So yeah, that happens. Lastly, for skincare, I picked up 2 masks because I'm really gone into the habit of masking a lot again. Like, I go through phases where I will mask like 2-3 times a week and then I'll go like a month without one, but I'm currently in the middle of a masking spree. So I picked up 2 of the Quick Fix facials. This one is in Purifying Charcoal because I'm almost out of the Origins charcoal mask, and then we have the Calming Clay mask. I kind of want to see if this is a better alternative to the Superdrug one. I mean, I really like the Superdrug one, but it does make me a little bit red, which can be a hassle for a morning masking session, if that makes sense. I like to do masks in the morning as well as in the evening, and if, you know, can't have a red face after doing a mask in the morning. I can't go out into the world and be red-faced, so hopefully this is a good alternative. Lastly, we have the makeup portion. I placed 2 orders with Makeup Revolution and I am cutting myself off now. I'm not allowed to purchase anything more from Revolution this year because I've bought way too much from them. So I'm just going to start with, I got like a gift with purchase kind of thing. This is one of the I Heart Makeup, it's I Heart Obsession palette. It's just a little tester. I hope that's not glaring or anything. But it looks really cool. Second, if I can just get it open. I haven't played with it yet, so I don't know what the quality is like. But you know when you just get to a point where you can look at an eyeshadow and go, yeah, that's gonna be good. I kind of get that impression from these. It's okay. It's good. It's fine. That would have been stupid. But there you go. There's some close-ups of the colours. I'm really excited about this brown, and I'm really excited about this navy, and this shimmery pink excites me to no end. I'm gonna... Yes. I'm a little disappointed in the brown. Like, there's this shimmery champagne. There's like, it's like a burgundy shade. It's a little bit sheer. I love the blue though. The blue looks awesome. Yeah, I might do a few things with this palette at some point. So that is that. After I purchased the Iconic Pro lipsticks, I did realise that there was one missing, and it was the Game of Mystery matte, and I kind of just wanted to have it, and it's so pretty. I kind of thought that like the original Game of Mystery was rather like too orange for me, but this has a little bit more brown in it, and there's a quick swatch of it. I mean, it is still definitely peachy, but it's more of a darker peach, and I think it's a lot more wearable. And again, it's that glorious matte formula, so yeah, I'm happy now that I have the set. Oh, it's such a silly thing. Makeup Revolution also recently launched in Ulta stores like across America, and one of my favourite YouTubers, Dana Ann, I will link her in the info box. She's awesome and she does a killer smoky eye. But she did a haul and first impressions of the things that she purchased, and she got one of the Vivid Baked bronzers, and I've seen them. I mean, I've been eyeing them up, but I've never really swatched them or looked at them, and she bought this beautiful one that was like reddish toned and it was gorgeous, and it kind of made me want one. So I picked up the shade in Ready to Go. So there's a close-up of that. Let's do a really quick swatch. It is gorgeous. I mean, it's a bit too bronzy for like a highlight, and it's not really, it's too shimmery for me to use as a bronzer, but it'd be perfect kind of summery blush. Oh, it'll be pretty. I mean, this will be an awesome glow. If I could just, oh, this is probably gonna be bad. It's probably making no difference at all because I am already wearing highlight, but I don't know if it's coming off on camera, but oh, it looks pretty. It does. It looks really pretty. So I'm really super excited about this one. But the thing I was most excited about was the matte blushes that came out, and yes, I picked up the set. I just kind of had to. I love a matte blush. There will be a swatch post of these on the blog relatively soon. I will link the blog in the info box. Follow me on Blog Love It and you'll get updates for everything as they go live. But I picked up Dare, which is a gorgeous blue toned hot pink. Fusion, which is sort of like a dark coral shade. You have Nude, which obviously is a nude shade. It's that beautiful sort of browned out pink. Then we have Divine, which is a more kind of neutral pink. It's almost a baby pink. It's still a little bit blue toned, but it's a bit more neutral than Dare. And then we have New Rules, which actually reminds me of New Red from Dior. 1 second. I must know. Here we go. So here we have New Red, and here we have New Rules. They are similar in the pan. I think this one's a little bit more orange in it, but oh, I'm so swatching these together at some point really soon. And then lastly we have Beloved, which is a beautiful brighter coral shade. I saw these pop up on their Instagram feed and I was just like, oh, I need them in my life. And these are beautiful, and they have like almost 9 grams of product in them. They are massive and can't remember how much they are. I will annotate how much they were, but they weren't expensive like at all. I think they were maybe $3.50, which is really good price for such a big blush. So super excited. Super excited. Lastly is a bunch of palettes. I went a little bit crazy with the palettes. First of all is a blush palette. This is one of their Ultra Blush palettes in Hot Spice. And this is what it looks like. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It has like a couple of mattes, a few satins and two shimmery ones, and then it has sort of like baked looking ones, like a highlight and then a baked blusher. Beautiful. I can't wait to play around with those. I also picked up the chocolate bar palettes from the I Heart Makeup range that's within Makeup Revolution, and these are just, oh god guys, these are awesome. This is Naked Chocolate, I Heart Chocolate, and Death by Chocolate. Again, I've got a review of these coming up on my blog full of swatches. I've played with, I think, all of them. I think maybe Death by Chocolate is the only one I haven't made a look with yet, but they are amazingly pigmented, they blend super well, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of looks with them. I'm kind of thinking around like November, Christmas time, doing a load of like glam makeup tutorials using these palettes because they're freaking gorgeous. I also picked up the Iconic Pro palettes. These were supposed to be their dupes for the Lorac Pro palettes, and these are like a bitch to get into. They have like a beautiful sort of matte finish on the top and then the glossy finish on the bottom, sort of replicating what's inside. On one row you have all mattes and the other row is all shimmers, and these are gorgeous. I mean, this does look like very, very similar to what the Lorac Pro looks like. I haven't actually had a chance to play with these yet. I only actually picked them up yesterday from the post office, but I'm impressed with what I see so far. Again, I will have blog posts with swatches coming really, really soon. And this one's the Iconic Pro 2. I can get it open. And there is a look at that one. I'm really excited to try out the navy shade. As you guys know, I'm like obsessed with navy. Well, obsessed with finding good navies anyway, so have a play with that really, really soon. In my last haul, I picked up the Beyond Flawless matte palette, and I was saying how I really liked it and I kind of wanted the original one, and you know, I shouldn't because yada yada yada. Well, obviously that idea has gone out the window and I picked up the Beyond Flawless palette, and oh my god, you guys, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it is gorgeous. So I can't wait to start playing around with this and create a few awesome looks for you guys. I love how it is a mix of like cool tone and warm tone. I mean, it mostly leans towards the cool tone side of things, but it does have like warm accents in it, which I do so like. And last thing that I picked up was the Redemption palette in Iconic Elements. I already have the Iconic 1, 2 and 3 palettes, which are probably the first things I ever picked up from this company. This one is Stuck, Closed, Tight. They really don't want you getting into these things. From the way this was shown on the website, I kind of thought this was going to be all mattes, and it pretty much is, apart from like there's one shimmery one and one sort of satin finish. This is kind of like, probably not, but it appears to me like a combination between the Naked Basics and Naked Basics 2 all rolled into like one palette. So I'm super excited for this one. It's like the perfect companion to the other iconic palettes because like those ones don't really have a lot of matte shades or transitional shades, whereas this one, you know, if you had all 4 palettes, you'd never need another eyeshadow. It would be like you'd be done for the rest of your life. So I'm really excited about this one. I will be doing a post as well about this one and all the other iconic palettes, and just do like swatches and stuff for you, just to like so you can get a good look at them. Anyways, so I almost forgot about these. I did go back and pick up some more Max Factor products. Sad fact, they've discontinued the Flawless Perfection blusher. So my classic pink, my absolute joy of life blush that I've been using for over 10 years no longer exists. But I'm sure I can find another company that makes a similar blush. I'm not going to talk about that just now. I'll talk about it later. I'm heartbroken. I'm actually heartbroken. Not just this blush, but like the entire range. I loved all the colours. I loved the formula of this blush. It was really cheap. You got a lot of product. It was really good quality. It blended really well. It lasted pretty much all day, and you could never put too much on of any of the colours. It was just like blush of life. Blush of life. And they don't have a colour that matches that in their new range of blushes. Annoyance. Annoyance, people. Annoyance. But speaking of Max Factor blushes, I did pick up 3 more. One of which is a backup of Nude Mauve, which is in my project pan at the moment. It's the blush I have on at the moment. Here's the one I have. As you can see, it is very, very flat. It's pretty much getting... It's almost done. It's got like maybe a month or 2 left of its life, and it's the kind of blush that I want to have in my collection all the time. And you know, these have a 3-year shelf life. I'm pretty sure in the course of 3 years I could go through another one of these quite easily. But the other ones I picked up were Lovely Blush, if I can get it open, and this is a really pretty sort of light corally pink. I picked this one up actually thinking it might be similar, and then suddenly realised how much darker this one actually is, so yeah. And then we have Alluring Rose, which is beautiful. Again, there's going to be a blog post about these up really, really soon. Just pictures of swatches and my thoughts on them. But, you know, if you want to know my thoughts on them, I freaking love them. Freaking love them. They're amazing. I also picked up the other 3 Smoky eye drama kits that were available. This one is in Opulent Nudes. It is beautiful. We have Luxe Lilacs. And lastly, we have Azure Allure. And the blue in this is absolutely stunning. Again, I will be doing looks with these really, really soon. And there will be pictures on the blog of swatches and my thoughts and feelings of them. Hopefully near the start of September. I also picked up one of the Lipfinity lipsticks. I kind of swatched most of them and they look really good, but they're not really colours that I'd wear. There's not a lot of nudes in the range. It's mostly like really dark roses and reds. This shade is in Evermore and yeah, Evermore Lush. So that's that there. I'll do a quick swatchy. I actually haven't tried this on yet, so I don't know how it feels or anything. But there's a quick swatch of it there. They feel really creamy. They have a fairly good slip and gloss to them and fairly pigmented. Hiccups. They have smell. They smell like cherries, a little bit like cherries. And you know what? I am going to put it on. Am I? Maybe, possibly. We'll use this to take off my lip. That actually feels really nice, and it is a gorgeous colour. I knew it would be. But they feel really nice on the lips. It's kind of like a balm feeling. Like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna go anywhere. And it's sort of, I don't know. It feels like dry but creamy at the same time. Me and my descriptions. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to try one of them out just so I could get a feel for the formula and let you guys know if they're worth checking out or not. And based on this impression, I think that they'd be worth a look at. Especially if you're looking for some kind of darker long wear lipstick, like a red or purple, and they have a gorgeous, like really bright blue tone purple, a little bit like Liberty from the Iconic Pro range, but you know, a bit more matte, and yeah. But yeah, now I just need to see if it does, like, if it is long wear, and then if it is, it might be a good lipstick. But from first impressions, I quite like it. Lastly, from Max Factor, I did pick up their new foundation, the Miracle Match foundation, Blur and Nourish, and as you can tell by the fact the plastic's still on it, I have not tried this foundation yet. I am going to be doing a first impressions video on this later on in September, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know, I'm not sure if it's because it's in the same bottle, but I just have a feeling that it's going to be like the Facefinity, but more illuminating, kind of like if you were to mix Facefinity with the Luminizer foundation. They didn't even have any sample bottles of this out, they didn't have any testers out. I just kind of picked my shade and went with it because Max Factor can pretty much do no wrong in my opinion. Everything I've ever bought from them has been amazing and awesome, so I trust them. I trust them to produce a good product, so we'll have to wait and see. So that's everything I purchased in August. Sorry that this was so long and rambly, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. As you can tell by how much I've purchased this month, I will be stripping my beauty budget right back. Like minimal. I will only be purchasing like basics, like pure basics. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I now have to put all this stuff away, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.